Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sailor Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. We've descended into the Catacombs beneath Copperlane at Defiance Bay. After some guy asked us to find his definitely dead ghost wife under here. And we're going to see what we can find. Full disclosure, we have... my first attempt at recording this got a little bit corrupted or botched or something, so I don't know, something was wrong with it. So I have played part of this segment already, pretty much the whole early Catacomb segment, so we're gonna race through it a little bit.
I'd be glad to.
I don't think it should be too bad, but if I know what's happening, that's why. There are a bunch of oozes down here mainly, so it wasn't anything too remarkably exciting or spoilerific, really. Good grief, Durance. That dies way too easily.
I'm here.
Okay. The one thing you are going to miss out on, probably, is that I read all of these memorials, and I absolutely refuse to read them all again. So, I'm going to just scroll through them all very quickly. The rain in the astral plane falls mainly on the elder brain. You can feel free to pause if you want to read them all for yourself. I did it once, and that's about my limit on doing it. Although I do find them interesting, but I'm not going to read them all twice. Right. More oozes up here, and then there's going to be a troll that comes across the bridge. We'll deal with that after we've slain the oozes. Okay, well, it's coming across the bridge before we've slain the oozes, which is also what kept happening. So we're gonna blast that with a couple of slightly highish end spells. Hopefully it doesn't eat all of our casters. Why is it just walking in a circle around our casters? Oh, you know what? If it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? One recording corrupted, and then this one. I just realized I believe I've started without my face. Sorry, folks. There you go. Now you can look at
I'm here.
my handsome visage as you enjoy. Right. There's more catacombs over there. We'll get to them in a minute. That's interesting. You can hear them. There are a bunch of mushroom people down here. This is definitely the toughest fight in this area. I'm gonna lure them up. Ader, you and Durance need to intercept the mushroom people now. And there's also trolls, yes. Sporelings and trolls. Okay, I'm literally going to fireball them. Trolls kind of bypassed the fireball. Alright. Ader, do you have... Let's try that. I haven't really used it. I'm curious how well it works. We need to do our best to take the troll out quickly, because that's the real bastard here. Darts, if you want to just capitalize on the ground, that'd be great. Okay, I'm dying. We need to cast something. Where is Loth? Oh, he's on the ground over here. That's not good. Alright. Mark the troll. Aider. Try to knock this spoiling down. You, if you would just, you get 3 of them with that. That's really good. Alright, 2, still better than 1. We've got to kill this troll. Aider, would you please, or Aloth, please use this. Darts is fine. Kanarua, if you would also just... Pretty much I need everybody to gun for the troll. Fancy because if we take out the troll, everything else around is not that strong. Kana, can you summon some? These skeletons are very weak, but there might be just the take to distract some of the spoilers. Oh, no. You go for that one. You go for that one. You go for that one. Great, Aloth's down. Durance is taking a beating. Let's cast more Consecrated Ground. Oh, the troll is dead. Thank you. It's probably fine. The troll is really the only one I'm really worried about in terms of actually hurting us. So, yeah.
I'll let Margaret's fire I have. Let's end this.
Yeah. Okay. Bit of a mess.
Hey.
Uglier than the last time I beat it, but
I'm here.
we won. And there's not really any other super difficult fights in this dungeon, so let their endurance
I'd be glad
regenerate. And now there's one more troll down here, but this before we check it. All these dudes cause confusion, but very annoying nonetheless. Oh, could have sworn there was another troll over here. Oh, no, there it is. Trouble, well, one of the troubles. Got the fox. That's kind of. Yeah. No, the troll is not a super big problem. As long as we can actually engage just the troll.
I'm here.
It's really pretty much as simple as if our tanks can actually hold a line, then we're fine, and if not, we have a lot of problems.
I'm here.
The problem is we still only have like 1.5 tanks, which is not really enough for all of our caster types. I literally don't think these spores even do damage. I'm pretty sure as long as we can engage them one-on-one, then it's just completely... Oops.
Stand together.
Mind your aim.
There we go. Slightly premature. Yeah, as long as there's... Clearly they're supposed to be supported by the other mushrooms or something, but as long as we fight them without the mushrooms, they're just guaranteed dead. Sporelings, that is what I mean. Alright, now there's a nice...
I'll have it in no
I
time.
know is full of... God damn it, why did we leave Durance behind? Is it because he's dying again?
I can do that.
I happen to know that this is full of skeletons, but they're not that bad.
That's settled.
There is a skeleton wizard back there somewhere, and that's the only one I'm worried about at all.
Stand together.
There he is. Let's try to hit him with the spell before he can hit us with it.
I'm here.
Dead on.
Breathe. Ooh, Likna.
Alright, got it.
I'm here.
Loot.
At once.
Loot here. Loot here. Those are both good items for me, which I discovered before. One is a fine rod, which is a straight upgrade to the one we were using, and this scale armor also, due to being fine quality, is just straight up better than the breastplate we're wearing. Right, I'm not going to read all these again, but I will scroll through them quickly just for the sake of the viewers. Who can feel free to pause to read them if they want. No, Durance, why?
Stand still.
Dead on.
Hater, could you knock the skeleton down or something before it kills Durance? Okay, well
I'm
done.
here.
What? You can trust me.
I'm here.
Flawless. And another memorial, which I will go through pretty quickly. Okay. And another one. There's a lot of memorials, but I mean, what do you expect from the catacombs, I guess? Right, and then we found exactly one interesting NPC, who's this guy in here. I already read all this once, but this small Orlan man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Hail, traveler.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. He glances around the dim room. What are you doing down here? Yorn grimaces. I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around at the catacombs much. Not until you, anyway. What are you hiding, Yorn? The Orlan looks away, clearly agitated. I'm just trying to get by. There's nothing else to it. If that isn't to your liking, there's a whole lot of catacombs out there for you to have all to yourself. Well, maybe I can help if you tell me. Yorn opens his mouth to say something, his hands balled into fists, but he thinks better of it. He shakes his head slowly, expression resigned. Yorn sighs heavily. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the knights down here, but it isn't what you think. He ducks his head. It was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it would get easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements of all the things to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he had a little too much at the end. Yorn pauses, and I guess he didn't like an Orlan talking back at him. I struck him. He came towards me, and I hit him, and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Yorn lowers his gaze and shrugs helplessly. Turns out he was a knight. The Crucible Knights won't care how it happened. If they just want me gone, they won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please. He looks at you with a pleading expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again, I swear it. I'll live quietly. But you can't. Please, you can't tell them I'm here. Okay, so as I decided before, I'm going to keep his secret for now, and we're going to see if we can find anything about it. Find out anything about it above ground. Yorn lets out a breath, sagging with relief. Thank you, truly. I know you're an honest man. I only wish the knights would hear you out. I'd rather just explain things. And what can you tell me about the catacombs? Yorn smiles wryly. Haven't explored too much of it, to be honest. Got lucky finding this little corner of it, but let me think. Well, the canal there, that's Grogan's canal. Grogan was the dwarf that planned the whole thing. It runs up through the Andra's gift, spills out into the sea there. Otherwise, it's just a lot of bones. There's the Warrens for people that couldn't afford better, but it's all flooded now. The fancier folks, they have their own resting places down here. Drier places. The Dukes of the Deerwood are down here, actually, if you want to pay your respects. Have you seen Rowena? Yorn shakes his head. Sorry, but I don't know anyone by that name. I know I'm not the only one down here, however. I hear voices now and then from across the canal. Sounds like they're coming from the northwest. Great. This wobbly little tent is barely standing. The smoldering fire is strewn with the meager remains of a recent meal. Fish bones, a molded rind of cheese, and a blackened bread crust. Oh, I read that whole book before. I'm gonna level with you. I'm probably not gonna read it out loud again, but it did have relevant information, so I'll open it up, and you guys can pause it if you want to read it. The summary is that we found out that Wodika is the goddess of vengeance, it seems like, and has some sort of like Jesus-type second coming kind of cult going on, where her followers believe she's going to return to reclaim her rightful place on the throne and administer justice to everyone who's wronged anyone or something. Did I do this already before I went into talk with that guy? Maybe not. There's still a loot in here, right? So yeah, alright. Yeah, there's gonna be more oozes down by this second bridge. Not a big deal, except that Durant's nearly dead. He's gonna hold back.
Looks like there is
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay,
Flames went out.
well, Durant, stay on this side of the bridge entirely, would you?
Brave thou be lost.
The rest of us will go deal with the oozes.
I have them.
I'd be glad to. Yes?
Alright, and then there is a little bit. This is just, yeah, the canal is full of sludge, if you couldn't tell.
What?
So let's stay back here.
I'm here.
We should probably put Sagani into the party formation at some point, huh?
Brave thou be lost, believe.
No, well, I'll do it sooner or later. Yeah, so it's just more catacombs over here. These are probably the fancy graves, I think, but hard to be absolutely sure. Who's in here, I mean? I did read literally all of these before, so still not going to read them all out loud again, but feel free to. Pause and read them if you like. I mean, they're all, you know, they're Kickstarter backer provided things, so they're not strictly part of the game lore exactly. Some of them are quite funny. Thorns is still nowhere near us, right? Yes, okay. This is trapped, but I'm too lazy to have only one party member. Oh, I guess. Alright. Managed to get only one party member to take damage, I think. We still don't have a party member that's any good at all at finding traps, although I am going to start putting like all of Sagani's points into mechanics so that she can hopefully find traps. Why that triggers a combat. Exactly, but oh well. It's good mail. I should probably have somebody put that on. Alright. So that
I'm here.
is what takes us pretty much back to where we were. We had just headed up into here. I did take a rest at this point because Thurant's dying. Alright, and then yes, up in here we found... So this, surprisingly, turns out to be the entrance to the Temple of Wodika, which is very much where we have to go for our story quest. Did not expect that to be down here. But we will go down there, however... we are going to explore over this way first. Take a little quick save and then maybe engage sneak mode just in case we can actually spot any traps. Skeletons. Yeah, those aren't traps, they're just skeletons. Let's kill them. My god, Durant's almost dead again. We've really got to speculate on being a tank. He is just not good at it. Okay, this is something. What? Oh no, it's skeleton. Oh, a bunch more skeletons. Hold up. Okay, I see 2 skeletal wizards. We are going to focus them down immediately, because, yeah. Obvious reasons, I should think. Yeah, fortunately being wizards, the durability's not high. There's also a ranger over there. Sagani and Konarua, please. Engage that. While Aloth and I kill the wizard. And if you two... God damn it, Durance is dead already. What a stupid bastard he is. No, did he have... Oh, is he? He's wearing some second chance. I forgot about that. He's still dying. Oh, you know what? These are vessels. Use Holy Radiance on them.
It's no use!
That at least is effective. To be sure.
I'm here.
I should have remembered to use that earlier, but oh well. We won anyway. Pretty generic loot there. Bones and things. Base level gear. Okay, well this is not the end, okay. Loot. 38, well, silver fennings. Man, even after I restarted, it's being awfully laggy today. I don't know why that is. Sorry. Some leather armor. I wonder if both these passages
Oh.
well.
Oh. Here we've lost the angry ones.
Okay. Durance, how much health do you have? Some. Okay, apparently there's some traps along this route.
I'm here.
That being said, I don't really know that we have the capacity to find them. We definitely don't have the capacity to find them. So... oh. Hedig of Thine. Theme? A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores, overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning. How do I know Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rowena? Well, yes, but what was Helig in that story? I don't know. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing in it. Oh, Helig was the guy they were trying to catch before he died. Yeah. Or before his wife died. That's right. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black, viscous fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. Yes, he thinks she's in the catacombs. He seems to restrain another bout of chuckling. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Modred, I'll let you in on the secret. Well, you're very evil. What if I just beat the secret out of you? He smirks. You could try, but then you'll just end up dead. Okay, what do you want? When animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Brackenbury Sanitarium for a few months until I met Modred. He spits a glob of black blood on the floor. Let's just say Modred and I didn't see eye to eye. It got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threat. He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound, sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping, and dumped my body in the catacombs. You saved yourself with animancy, or... Oh no. Helig waves a half-rotted hand. This is magic, and it took a great deal of rather timely preparation, I must say. Even so, it merely anchored my soul to this decaying husk. Nothing like the life that was stolen from me. Helig lets out a rattling sigh. And yet you see, what a little on within magic can do. My mind is my own, my memory is fresh, and my work can continue. And Modred keeps all that's precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory. Just as he stole my grimoire, he offers you a key with a claw-like hand. On your way to Brackenbury Sanitarium, then. Bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rowena. He chokes on a burbling chuckle. There's nothing else, be on your way. So, what are we doing down here in the cat? Well, we just asked that really already, or heard, but just a few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but he watches as one stumbles into a desk. They serve for amusement. Oh, I asked about the creatures now. What are you doing down here? Research, a hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet, as well as an abundant supply of subjects. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him in the end, and this is sort of an obvious trap, but we're gonna do it anyway. Dust and cobwebs have been swept aside for various alchemical implements. Though cutted with rust and grit, they look recently used. The scattered, feverish notes detail various animantic procedures and rites of necromancy. A grim assortment of rusty blades lines this table. I'm gonna just take this tarnished locket, buddy. Thanks. Does the other passage? The other passage 100% just leads up here. It's gonna be super trapped still. You know what,
Hey.
Ader? Here's what I want from you. I would like you to just
All right then.
sprint down this passage. What? The left one's not super trapped? What the hell? Okay. Why was the maybe
I'm
the,
here.
Maybe the necromancer just turned the traps off or something. What on? Wait. Why does Ader not set off traps? Hold on now. What the hell is that about? Is it
Yes?
only... Does only the player character set off traps or something? No, I don't think so. Maybe Ader just got really lucky to
Yes?
avoid the triggering point to that trap. Well, alright. From here, I guess we go down into the Temple of Woedica. I mean, is some stuff. We've acquired a quest or two down here that we could do upstairs, but I don't see why we wouldn't go to this temple first. Kind of need to rest again because Durance is on the brink of death, but it seems like a bit of a waste the same time. I don't know. Do we reckon? Maybe it's better we just rest to be safe. They're not that expensive. We can always leave and go get more if we need. Oh. You awake to see Durrance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. The flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. Still, for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it's awakening from sleep or a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff, he seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch, the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of the staff, then branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles, circles that spiral again until they're arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent, and then suddenly there's a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash. And you awaken again to see Durrance in the same place, still holding his staff, but he's solid, real. He doesn't seem to have noticed you, or reacted to what occurred. Huh. I don't know how to interpret that, but that's really weird stuff going on with Durrance and his staff. Knoxville, I picked this portrait because it's the most, well, we went with sea people because of my name and theme, and this is the most appropriate seeming portrait to me, honestly. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.